In wine there is wisdom, in beer there is freedom, in water there is bacteria. Never ruin an apology with an excuse. Contentment makes poor men rich. Discontent makes rich men poor. We are all born ignorant, but one must work hard to remain stupid. If you would not be forgotten, as soon as you are dead and rotten, either write things worth reading, or do things worth writing. You may delay, but time will not. Early to bed and early to rise makes a man healthy, wealthy, and wise. I didn't fail the test. I just found 100 ways to do it wrong. Tell me and I forget. Teach me and I may remember. Involve me and I learn. An investment in knowledge always pays the best interest. He that can have patience can have what he will. Many people die at 25 and aren't buried until they are 75. A penny saved is a penny earned. Justice will not be served until those who are unaffected are as outraged as those who are. Fear not death, for the sooner we die, the longer we shall be immortal. By failing to prepare, you are preparing to fail. If you fail to plan, you are planning to fail. Either write something worth reading or do something worth writing. Those who would give up essential liberty to purchase a little temporary safety deserve neither liberty nor safety. Well done is better than well said. Wine is a constant proof that God loves us and loves to see us happy. 3 may keep a secret if 2 of them are dead. Never confuse motion with action. How many observe Christ's birthday? How few his precepts? Being ignorant is not so much a shame as being unwilling to learn. Hide not your talents, they for use were made. What's a sundial in the shade? It is the first responsibility of every citizen to question authority. Lost time is never found again. If all printers were determined not to print anything till they were sure it would offend nobody, there would be very little printed. The Constitution only guarantees the American people the right to pursue happiness. You have to catch it yourself. Be at war with your vices, at peace with your neighbors, and let every new year find you a better man. Remember not only to say the right thing in the right place, but far more difficult still, to leave unsaid the wrong thing at the tempting moment. 'Tis a great confidence in a friend to tell him your faults, greater to tell him his. The person who deserves most pity is a lonesome one on a rainy day who doesn't know how to read. Dost thou love life? Then do not squander time, for that's the stuff life is made of. Educate your children to self-control, to the habit of holding passion and prejudice and evil tendencies subject to an upright and reasoning will, and you have done much to abolish misery from their future and crimes from society. He that is good for making excuses is seldom good for anything else. An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. Whatever is begun in anger ends in shame. Do not anticipate trouble or worry about what may never happen. Keep in the sunlight. Whoever would overthrow the liberty of a nation must begin by subduing the freeness of speech. Be slow in choosing a friend, slower in changing. Love your enemies, for they tell you your faults. When you are finished changing, you're finished. Be civil to all, sociable to many, familiar with few, friend to one, enemy to none. We must all hang together, or assuredly we shall all hang separately. To find out a girl's faults, praise her to her girlfriends. A slip of the foot you may soon recover, but a slip of the tongue you may never get over. But in this world nothing can be said to be certain except death and taxes. Trouble knocked at the door, but, hearing laughter, hurried away. Happiness depends more on the inward disposition of mind than on outward circumstances. If Jack's in love, he's no judge of Jill's beauty. Life's biggest tragedy is that we get old too soon and wise too late. Keep your eyes wide open before marriage, half shut afterwards. Who is wise? He that learns from everyone. Who is powerful? He that governs his passions. Who is rich? He that is content. Who is that? Nobody. For the best return on your money, pour your purse into your head. We do not stop playing because we grow old. We grow old because we stop playing. If a man could have half of his wishes, he would double his troubles. My refusing to eat flesh occasioned an inconveniency, and I was frequently chided for my singularity. But, with this lighter repast, I made the greater progress, for greater clearness of head and quicker comprehension. Flesh-eating is unprovoked murder. While we may not be able to control all that happens to us, we can control what happens inside us. Never leave till tomorrow that which you can do today. The best thing to give to your enemy is forgiveness, to an opponent, tolerance, to a friend, your heart, to your child, a good example, to a father, deference, to your mother, conduct that will make her proud of you, to yourself, respect, to all others, charity. The way to see by faith is to shut the eye of reason. A house is not a home unless it contains food and fire for the mind as well as the body. Security without liberty is called prison. When the well is dry, we know the worth of water. Don't put off until tomorrow what you can do today. All mankind is divided into three classes: those that are immovable, those that are movable, and those that move. The only thing that is more expensive than education is ignorance. It takes many good deeds to build a good reputation, and only one bad one to lose it. To be humble to superiors is a duty, to equals courtesy, to inferiors nobleness. Beware of little expenses. A small leak will sink a great ship. A brother may not be a friend, but a friend will always be a brother. Eat to live, don't live to eat. R.O. There will be sleeping enough in the grave. Fools make feasts and wise men eat them. Tricks and treachery are the practice of fools that don't have brains enough to be honest. You will find the key to success under the alarm clock. There are 3 things extremely hard: steal a diamond and to know oneself. Words may show a man's wit, actions his meaning. Reading makes a full man, meditation a profound man, discourse a clear man. A good example is the best sermon. So convenient a thing to be a reasonable creature, since it enables one to find or make a reason for everything one has a mind to do. No one cares what you know until they know that you care. Many a man thinks he is buying pleasure, when he is really selling himself to it. How few there are who have courage enough to own their faults, or resolution enough to mend them. Speak little, do much. He that lieth down with dog shall rise up with fleas. For every minute spent in organizing, an hour is earned. One today is worth 2 tomorrows. Absence sharpens love, presence strengthens it. Anger is never without a reason, but seldom with a good one. Women are books, and men the readers be. To cease to think creatively is to cease to live. The people heard it, and approved the doctrine, and immediately practiced the contrary. Genius without education is like silver in the mine. Happiness consists more in the small conveniences of pleasures that occur every day than in great pieces of good fortune that happen but seldom to a man in the course of his life. There cannot be good living where there is not good drinking. Motivation is when your dreams put on work clothes. Benjamin Franklin was one of the founding fathers of the United States. He was a brilliant man who had a great impact on the world, and his legacy and timeless wisdom will continue to inspire and guide us for generations to come.